guys, welcome back to my channel. So today I'm covering the last episode of 90 Day Fiance, Happily Ever After, Tell All Part 2. I don't know if that's considered episode 13 Part 2 or episode 14. Anyways, who cares? The season is finally done. I'm so grateful the season's done because I felt like this was a very hard and grueling with 12 plus weeks, especially towards the middle and end where I lost interest in the different couples, so it didn't make it an enjoyable season to watch. Anyways, so what I just noticed, like looking through my notes, is that Chantal and Pedro are not part of part 2 at all. So I didn't even realize, that's how much I didn't care about this season, is I didn't even realize that Chantal and Pedro was not there for the second part. Anywho, that is done. So they focused a lot on Colt and Larissa and their relationship. I didn't really want them to bring out Debbie because it was just like, I don't know. I feel like when Debbie's in the picture, Colt looks so much like a mama's boy, where your mom has to be there. And Colt actually confesses to still being in love with Larissa, or at least still having love for Larissa. He seemed like there was one foot out the door, and Colt, Larissa, and Debbie were being very cordial in their conversation. So I was kind of like, okay, like you guys are like finally talking like normal adults. But then, and I feel like this was also the producers doing, of Sean being like, oh, is there someone there? There is? Bring him in. So Larissa and her made-up boyfriend, because I don't know, I just don't feel like they're together. I feel like they may be together for the sake of the show or publicity, but not like together, because I don't know, they just interact really weird. Like they interact as like friends more than like a couple. So she brings her boyfriend on, and whether she was trying to laugh at Colt or not, it just still was very like distasteful of her, because this is like issues with you and your ex-husband. You don't need to really be bringing your new man there, especially because it seemed like you moved on real quick. Like, this man is your boyfriend, you guys have a title and everything like that. So I can see why Colt was so mad. I don't know why Colt is acting like he's a backbone now, because throughout the whole season I've never seen him raise his voice or anything. So all of a sudden now you shouldn't belong here, get out of the picture, blah blah blah. So I was kind of like, whatever. I didn't appreciate that Debbie wanted Larissa to get deported, because Larissa didn't force herself here. It was your son's doing. Your son wanted a pretty housewife, and that's what he got. He got a pretty housewife with an attitude, and he basically got what he asked for. So it's like, and you can't have it when your son doesn't like her anymore, your son's upset with her, and now she needs to be deported and sent away. So I was like, Debbie, stop it, no one cares. As long as she's out of your life and she's not interfering with your life, and she has nothing, like, she has no hold on you, then just let her go. Anyway, so that's kind of the gist of their story. Another major storyline was Ashley and Jay. So once again, TLC being shady brings on the two barbers to talk about the situation that happened, which, I don't know, Jay keeps saying like there's more sides to the story and you don't know everything, but then he doesn't explain it, so then it just doesn't sound real. It sounds very like La La Land. Like, okay, if you did it for a reason or something like that, then like explain the reason. Like when he was telling Ashley, you know why, and I was like, why don't you tell us why? Like, I thought it was really weird. He accused one of the barbershop guys of trying to hit on Ashley. Whether he did or not is besides the point. We're talking about you cheating, Jay. And we find out he cheated twice. So whether you love Ashley or you want to be with her, you're not committed to her. And you're not loyal to her. So Ashley is now for real divorcing him, which I don't think like Powell needed to talk or say anything about it. Like, she didn't want to be with him and she got back with him, and now she doesn't want to be with him. Like, it is what it is. Like, it's not your relationship, it's not your situation. Ashley gets really upset and she storms off. I kind of forgot the trigger as to like why she gets up, but one of the things that I'm tired of seeing this tell-all is people getting up and leaving and they're done with it and they can't do it and blah blah blah. Like, just because it's not live doesn't mean like I need to be seeing, like, you need to stop production every single time someone gets upset that they're being confronted with problems. So that part was annoying. So she walks off. She can't do this anymore. She's really divorcing Jay. They're done. And like, that's it. It is what it is. I don't feel like Jay ever fully took responsibility. I feel like Ashley did. She explained the issues she had concerning his cheating, concerning him being younger, but then I feel like Jay is just like, well, you shouldn't, you know why I did what I did, you know, like, I was like, Jay, no one knows, like, please elaborate. So I was happy that they were done. And next we'll do Andre and Elizabeth. There really wasn't much with them. So Andre is not fully employed. I don't care if he works somewhere and stuff. He is not working a full 40 hours every week to get like a proper paycheck. He's working when he wants to. He tries to be so, like, he's very prideful. And they're asking about his job, like, yeah, I work somewhere. I drive a truck. Blah, 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 blah. And then Elizabeth had to be like, you know you don't work full time. You work sometimes 40 hours to 60 hours and then sometimes 0. And 0 doesn't pay for diapers, 0 doesn't pay for clothes, 0 doesn't pay for formula. And I hate his nonchalant attitude of like, it's gonna be okay, it's just gonna work out. I can't tell you why, and I'm not gonna do anything to change my situation, but it's just gonna work out. And I'm always gonna be team Elizabeth's dad, because I feel like he's in a hard place, because he could technically just be like, F you guys are grown, you guys do whatever you want to do, but then like, he also doesn't want to see his grandchild suffer or have to do without anything when he has the money there. Even Elizabeth is realizing the foolishness he's talking about. Whoa. Oh yeah, we're gonna go to Moldova, we're gonna get the baby baptized, we're gonna get married. Oh, and we have to probably do this in 2 months based on your traditions and blah blah blah. So I wasn't too pleased with Andre's attitude. He still has this attitude, and I don't know. His mom must be this way, because his dad definitely does not have the same type of personality. So we don't know what's gonna happen with that. And I also didn't appreciate that Andre told Elizabeth to control her hormones while she was giving birth. Like, he has no like empathy for people. It's just like his way or the highway. I don't understand how she puts up with him. I wouldn't believe her if she told me that he has like a soft side or a nice side, because it's just really hard to picture that. Okay, so then next they do talk a little, like 2 seconds, about Paulo and Russ. About Paulo saying that Russ is not there for her, and that he's working and going away a lot when he needed her, and blah blah. First of all, that storyline was in the last season of 90 Day Fiance, whatever spinoff they had when they were on there. I was still hearing the same conversation. It was just minus the baby. He wasn't there for her when she had the miscarriage. Now he's not there for her when she actually has a physical child. And I'm just like, I don't understand what she wants him to do. Like, okay, so he shouldn't work at his job that's paying the bills and doing stuff. Even though he is not physically there with his child, he is supporting his child one way or another. And I think if he had the opportunity to see his child more, he would. And it's not like when he's at home, he doesn't see the child. Obviously, he's going to do less of the work taking care of the child because he's not there. But it's not like he's Andre sitting on his butt working whenever he feels like it. Like, he's actually going to work and doing stuff. So, like, I don't understand. And then for her to not want to get help and stuff like this, like, you just need to understand, you just need to do what, like, I want you to do, you need to just be there. Like, I feel like essentially she's telling him, like, he needs to quit his job and, like, stay with her, and maybe she'll be the head of the household. Because I feel like he can do nothing to please her. Everything is just like, you don't understand, blah blah blah. But she's still very, like, she speaks like Jay, just very vague. And I'm just like, I'm not understanding what you want from him. And I don't know, I feel like no one but Paula understands what she wants from us. So that's kind of it with them. There really wasn't much to them. They had their little tiny 2-minute segment. And then last but not least, we have Asin and Nicole. So pure foolishness was going on with these people, because Nicole is in denial and Asin is, I don't know, like, he puts the capital S in scammer. Like, he is not gonna get married to her. He's holding off this Morocco trip as long as he can. It's been a whole year. Like, if you're telling me you're gonna do something and it's been a year, like, I'm not even gonna bother ask you. I'm like, to me, it's like done. So it's kind of weird to me that she's still holding on to not only them getting married, but them having a family. And at this time, May should be old enough to go to school. So she's probably going to school in the States, and you probably don't want to uproot your kid. It's one thing to move to another state or a city, but it's another thing to move to another country. So Nicole is still in La La Land, and bless her soul, Asin is not doing anything for her. When they try to ask him about the money, he just found a storefront, or he just found a space, and I'm wondering, was he keeping her money until he found a place and then he just paid for it? Or is he asking for more money? Because, to be honest, I don't think there's anything. Anything he says, like, I don't believe. He kept the whole family emergency very, very vague. And, like, I'm sorry, like, my family member needs to be dying for me to cancel my trip. It can't be like, even if, like, a family was announcing they're pregnant, or a family member was giving birth, I'm sorry, I cannot cancel my trip. I am very happy for you, but, like, this trip is paid for, it's happening, especially when you tell me the day before, when my bags are packed. So, I don't know why Nicole, like, at this point, like, she can just find some kind of man in the States to be with that will be there for her and her child, that will have a proper job, that won't be so flaky, because Asin's not even that cute to be like, okay, maybe you want to risk it all. Plus, you gotta think about it, like, you're a mother, you have a kid, you can't be doing that stuff. Anyways, I feel like we're gonna probably see Nicole and Asin again on one of these TLC spin-offs, because I feel like Nicole is not done with Asin. Asin will need to break up with Nicole. It will not happen the opposite way. Asin can sleep around, kiss girls, talk to other girls, do whatever, have a store, don't have a store, have her money, don't have her money, and she's not going nowhere. Anyways, like I said, I'm so done. I'm so happy this is done. I can't wait for the next season of the, I think before the 90 days. With that being said, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Thanks for watching.
I'm just a dumb cunt, fucking sick and tired of it. Maybe Maybe I could front look, maybe I could buy a zip, maybe I get fucked up. Next time I could save some. Why it's gotta be like this? Why it's gotta be that way? Put it inside. Feel so rise up, banging on that loud.